This coverage of MWC is brought to you by Bitdefender Mobile Security. Hey, it's Josh Regar from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And no, I am not standing in the Fira Gran Via of the Mobile World Congress here in Barcelona, Spain, but I do want to bring you our recap of day 2 at the Mobile World Congress. But we're back in our apartment. It's been a long, long day, and you might be able to hear in my voice that we're all just like really tired, but that is the nature of the kind of job that we have. Nonetheless, we had a lot of fun today, and I'm going to recount just a couple stories of the day itself. But first, let's talk about the products. We did have a couple interviews with ARM and Imagination, who are the developers for, in case of ARM, they make the processing packages for a lot of devices out there, and Imagination works on the Power SVR graphics that you find on some of the devices as well. Great interviews that Darcy had with them, and you'll see them here at the channel. So for those of you who are really into the more deep end of the tech spectrum, you guys are going to love those interviews. We also looked with Huawei today, and we spent a lot of time with them to see their new devices. In particular, all of them are phones, is the one thing that you should remember, even though the sizes range from a very small handset all the way up to a very large 8-inch tablet, but they can all take calls. However, we'll start with the small offering with the Ascend G6. This is a more budget-minded version of the P6 that came out earlier last year, and it was a very nifty little phone, and the person that we were talking to who was showcasing the phone to us showed us a nice little demonstration of how to take a quick selfie with it. So it's really just one of those phones that is accessible to a lot of people. And then we come up to the one that I think we really liked, which was the MediaPad X1. That is the 7-inch tablet that is pretty much a phablet because it is able to take calls, so it might be one of the biggest smartphones you've ever seen. But as a 7-inch tablet, that's where we think the money really is there, because it's a great little tablet at 7 inches with a wonderful form factor, small bezels, and it is capable of quite a bit with nice specifications underneath. Now the M1 is not quite as powerful as the X1, but it is bigger, and it provides a very nice experience on that screen. And the finish on it did kind of remind us of one particular source of inspiration that we weren't sure, what to think of it. But nonetheless, it still looks like a great tablet at its size, and it is still very stylish, even if you look at it and it might make you think of one other phone in particular. What I will tell you about that we're really excited about, however, is the HTC Desire 816. Now, this is a mid-range device that kind of has a little bit of an identity crisis because it has flagship specs underneath that 5.5-inch screen. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, and there's not really a term to describe what kind of phone this is in terms of the market space, but in the end, it is just a very nice device. Now, as you probably saw in the video, we weren't able to turn on the phone itself, primarily because the next version of Sense is on here, and they want to keep that under wraps for the moment. But as far as the feel of the phone goes, I really loved the rounded sides, and it's just a really attractive device all around. I'm just gonna show the footage of the HTC Desire 816 right now. I'm not even gonna show you me right now because I just really think this is a very attractive device. Okay, so the second day of the show itself, basically what that meant was everyone was trying to get to the show. Whereas the Fira Gran Via was filled with just, let's say, the press on the first day, working on all of the announcements and whatnot. This was when a lot of the sort of more industry-minded people, maybe the people who are actually in the trenches, are actually there. And there's a ton of them. When you walk around, there's nothing but suits. And unfortunately, they all have to get there in one way or another, so all the tunnels, all of the highways, all of the roadways getting to the Fira are absolutely backed up, and we were in the thick of it. Our taxi cab driver, God bless him, took a lot of back roads to get us to the Fira, and it was a nice scenic route. But once we got near the Fira, we saw just how far it was backed up. So trying to get there, you might be expecting, let's say Google Maps will tell you it's like a 15-minute drive. That is definitely not going to be the case on the day of the Mobile World Congress itself. But one of the nice things about, and this is me being a little bit cathartic with everything, is you'll see the video right now. This was what it looked like coming home. This was the tunnel that we went through, and during the day, at the beginning of the day, this place is just a nightmare, full of all of these cars and all of these taxi cab drivers. Everyone's a little bit angry because there's really no way you're gonna move for a while. But on the way home, once everything is done, once you're on the way back to where essentially you're gonna rest after getting, whatever work done you have left, it was just nice to go in that really long tunnel and just, you gotta take some moments to just remember that, we're in a very nice place like Barcelona, and we're really happy to be here to bring you all of this content and to really report for you and to show our passion for this kind of work. So being in that nice little cathartic, let's call it tunnel vision, because we were literally in a tunnel. It was just really, really nice. So the ups and downs of a show like Mobile World Congress are very important to not only us, but we feel to you. And we wanted to share with you our experiences here. But you know what? We're having a lot of fun, and we hope you enjoy all the content here at Android Authority, especially our coverage here at the Mobile World Congress. So make sure you stay tuned, because we are your source for all things Android. But we also want you to come along for the ride, and we hope you're enjoying it with us.